Well, great morning, everyone. Oh my goodness, chit-chat, Kit-Kats. Well, I'm going to see if this flies, that I put a warning label that tarot cards contain illustrated nudity. It's the unvarnished truth. Okay, that's what it represents, that which is not hidden, that which is pure in its aspect. So we'll see, because I do have, like I said, vintage cards that cost me quite a bit of money. It is like one of these decks, and it is one of the white. Now this is the knockoff deck, which I did put clothes on, which just kills me to do, because it's artwork. Okay? There's nothing sexually gratifying about any of it. It's not salacious. It does have a meaning behind the illustration. So we'll see what YouTube does. If they knock me off YouTube for the next few months, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I did put it in the description as well. Now, warning, tarot decks have illustrated nudity. Warning, warning. Oh my God. I'm sure you're all going to run away now because of that, because my eyes can't see that. Oh, the insanity of these people. But they do have meaning, behind it. There's a reason that they did them illustrated without coverings. Okay? Without coverings. So we'll see what happens with YouTube. But this really should take care of the issue, because in the description is a warning. If you are offended, don't watch this. Oh, it just the insanity of it all. Anyway, up having my morning coffee. Looking forward to another day, and thinking about hitting the road again. I would like to do that, but what direction I would go, I don't know. I did use my Tetsubin this morning. I do love that. And it is, easier to take care of than it seemed at first. I found out that once I make my water for my coffee, etc., that you just empty the water out, dry the lid off, set it back on the stove where you had it, and, I have a gas stove, so it's sitting there, it's still warm, and it evaporates whatever's left in there rapidly. Okay, so it's much easier to take care of than it seemed on the surface, which is good. And I did use my big donabe yesterday and made jasmine rice, and it comes out perfectly. And I put it in a little container in the fridge, and I've got rice for the next couple days, so that works out really well, really easily. So yeah, I've got that ready. Now I have been losing weight, which is good. Still trying to figure out what I can have in the evening, because my blood sugar skyrockets at night. So I have to really be careful with what I eat for my evening meal. and what I'm having after that. So yesterday I did get these kind of like zwieback, and they are sweetened rusk. They do have some sugar, so it elevated my blood sugar last night. I did have some of that before I went to bed, and it, yeah, skyrocketed. Skyrocketed my blood sugar again. I mean, now I'm finding that the rice is being okay. I'm doing the rice, when you use the donabe, you do your rice first. You have to wash it, 3-4 times, whatever it is, and then you leave it soak for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You let it soak first. You drain that off. Then you put the rice in your donabe, and you just put very little water above it. Now, usually when you're cooking rice in a regular thing, you go up to your knuckle. Well, with this, you don't do that. You use like less than half of that. Let's say go up to about here. So you don't use that much water like you do when you're cooking it on the stove, regularly cooking your rice, which you would do up to your knuckle. That's the way I've always done rice. A little bit of oil in it, okay? Water up to your knuckle, and it comes out perfect on the stove. Well, with the donabe, you use less water. You let it heat up until it starts steaming. You can hear it in there bubbling, steaming, and then you turn it off totally and you let it sit for 20-30 minutes, and your rice is perfect. So easy to clean after you finish. So yeah, I'm really liking that. It's working well. Now yesterday I got something new. I got some sauerkraut, but it's made from beets. Beet sauerkraut, and it's got no sugar in it. So when I had some yesterday, I took and I added a couple little drops of the monk fruit sweetener, and it was really quite good. So that's another fermented thing to have with your food, which is healthy, and it's got no sugar in it. So again, that worked well. Although last night, I woke up this morning and my ostomy was ballooned. It was like, so I don't know if that's what caused gas issues last night with it, but it was tight as a drum this morning. It's like, oh my goodness. But I have to say, I am happy that I'm starting to lose weight. Yeah. So, because it was just going up and up and up and up. So we'll see. But it is starting to go down, which is a good thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on here at the moment. Got up this morning and it's so quiet in here, and it was just lovely. Now I can hear the one little fountain over there, the countertop fountain. I can hear a little noise. Now I've lost most of my hearing on this side because I had a tumor, and they did the gamma knife surgery, but it left me with most of the loss of the hearing on this side. So, yeah, part of life. Life goes on, you know. Yeah, maybe I'll have to pull out the hearing aid so that I can hear the fountain better, maybe. Because I do enjoy that sound. And thank you for all your lovely comments on the decorating and things. I am enjoying it. Now, I did get the shakuhachi, the Japanese flute, and they are very difficult to play. I'm starting to eke out a sound. I don't know if I can do it because I've got the fan. So I'm working on it. It's all about, you know, learning to get that, what they call embouchure, right? And then you have to change the embouchure and where it's fitting to go jump it an octave. So yeah, very difficult, but I am working on it. I am making a little bit of progress. I'm eking out a sound now. And I'm going to continue to work on it. I do love the sound of shakuhachis. They've got that more breathy sound than you get with the Native American flute. I do try to do Native American flute with some of that Zen element to it. But you just can't get that breathy sound like you can with the shakuhachi. So I am working on this when I can get a few moments time, and we'll just see how it goes. I am determined I'm going to learn to play the shakuhachi. One way or another. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I do enjoy getting up and just having this quiet. Because I've got sleeping dogs here. Let sleeping dogs lie, yes. She says, I'm not sleeping. I can see an eye flickering over there. Yeah, I'm not sleeping, Mom. I'm not. Cute little gremlin face girl. So yeah, they're just kind of lounging here for the moment. But yeah, I'm going to get up and make something for breakfast. I was in bed and laying there, and all the stuff was flooding in on how to make this donabe breakfast. Now yesterday, I'm not a big fish eater, but I got some salmon yesterday, and I had the salmon and the rice last evening. So yeah, that was fine. I've got still half the salmon left in there. I think I will make a little, it's on the rice. I think I will make a little bit of the bonito, the dashi, a little bit of the dashi, soup base, and put on the rice and the salmon. Make it a little fish hot pot type thing. So I think I might have that for lunch. Yeah, I might make that for lunch. And this morning I'm going to make one little rice, some egg, some little onion. What else was it I was seeing putting in that this morning, making a hot pot? Oh, a little bit of the chicken stock in that, very light chicken stock. Let's see, what was it I bought yesterday? Oh, maybe I'll put a little bit of the Napa cabbage in with that. Oh, I was going to make it with a little bit of that little sweeter. There's a sweeter soy sauce that I think I'm going to put on that. And so that's what I'm going to make this morning in the donabe. Yep, to have. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great Sunday, and we'll see what happens with YouTube. If they're going to ding me and make me take their ridiculous nudity thing, which is, when you take that element and you see, if it's a movie with full frontal nudity and showing the genitals for an extended time, that's not a problem. Not a problem. Somehow, I think that that's more sexually gratifying than seeing an illustrated form on a tarot card. But what do I know? I'm not a YouTube expert, apparently, because you just look at these things and shake your head and go, what stupidity is this? Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. This morning, I want to go through my book, Wabi-Sabi Style. I do love wabi-sabi. It's got a lot of illustrations in here. And I've always been into that, wabi-sabi is basically, this has really got a lot of illustrations and things in it. It's quite nice, actually. I've always been into that aesthetic, the wabi-sabi, which is basically, the meaning of it is the perfection of imperfection, finding the beauty in the ordinary, in something that, maybe it's a little off-kilter, it's not, something, and I go for more of the wabi-sabi type of things, okay? The things that are imperfect, but their imperfection makes them perfect, okay? It's kind of like I say, you go out, and in nature, everything is not pristine. Some of it's in decay, some of it's, you have that element of the cycle. And some of the decay, when the leaves turn the color and then they fall, and all of it has its beauty. So it's finding the beauty in the things that maybe others would say, ooh, it's rusted, or ooh, it's, the paint is chipping, or ooh, it's got a crack there, or, something that others would discard. None of this would ever be in Trump's Golden Palace, for sure. He doesn't understand anything about wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection. It's kind of like you have a pet, that's odd looking, but for you, they're perfect. They are absolutely perfect. I'm a little girl with a gremlin face. I love her little gremlin face. Yeah, I think, especially when her hair starts growing out. So you talking about me, Mom? I am. I'm talking about you and your little brown nose. But when her fur starts growing out, her muzzle looks wider and she just looks like a little gremlin. And it's cute. Anyway, I do enjoy, and that's about part of that Japanese aesthetic as well, that finding that perfection in the imperfect, in the ordinary, finding the beauty in the ordinary. The extraordinary ordinary is what I call it. Finding the extraordinary ordinary. Not needing to make it to be something, yeah. It's kind of like those dresses I just got that are so odd looking, but they're big, they're comfortable. The perfection is in that odd imperfection. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. But take some time out and let go of the drama. It'll be here later in the day. It'll be here tomorrow. Okay? You're not going to miss out on anything. Okay? Take some time out to just chill and relax and let go of some of this stuff that's got you wound up. Okay? Because being wound up isn't going to help anything. It's not going to help your health. It's not going to help the situations. So live your best life that you can with what you have now. And we'll see you online.